Hello and welcome to Formula 1 2016. I'm starting a new career mode series and we're going to start at Melbourne, obviously, because it's the first race. I'm doing full race 100%, so I'm going to be doing like the full 58 laps, I believe it is, of the Melbourne circuit. I do have the full race, I'll have it linked in the description if anyone is actually interested in wasting an hour and a half. But yeah, I'm here thinking about my strategy here. Like, I'm not too great at like tire management, so I decided screw it, I'll just go for the 3-stop and just push and push and push, because that way I don't have to worry about all that stuff.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too hot.
Just want you to ignore the fact that I'm using the braking line. It is cheating, but I mean, just waiting for the... See, this is... like, this wait for the grid, it kind of takes the mick. Like, I found I sat there for a good... It felt like a good 30 seconds. It's taking the mick a little. And then, of course, it fades out and then goes back into the race then. I feel it kind of takes out from the atmosphere of the game, but anyway, waiting for 5 lights. And it's go. You can see I kind of bogged down at the start. It's not the best of starts. You can see that I'm on slightly worn tyres. I think I used them for, I think maybe Q2. Q3 was actually basically an intermediate kind of weather. I ended up having to go out on the inters, and then unfortunately Rosberg pipped me at the post. As you can see here, Rosberg is actually on the softs, and he's not got so much pace. So I decided to try and go for a move here, slightly outbrake him, and he doesn't quite commit to the corner. He kind of shies away almost. But yeah, coming on to lap 7 now, I kind of make a stupid mistake. Like, just, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I think I must have been thinking, oh, I'll come into the corner a little, I don't know, maybe more on the apex, I'm not sure, but I clip my wing, and unfortunately I start to suffer with a bit of understeer. You can see a lot of understeer right here. Like, I'm really starting to struggle to like keep it on the flipping track. There I actually hit the gravel, which is not great because it doesn't do wonders for your tyres. Yeah, this I start really struggling, and that's turn 6. I'm starting to kind of go wide on it, very wide. Had to even lift off. And here I come around on lap 11. I go a little too hard, and I don't correct myself in time, and I crash.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Confirm you're okay, please.
Wasn't great. Wasn't clever of me. I mean, I could have probably easily turned out of that. That was a bit stupid on my part. Like, here I could have lifted off. Here I could have turned left more. There I was kind of like hesitantly kind of shifting it. But yeah, anyway. I decided to do a flashback. I know it's cheating, but I don't really care. And here on lap 13, I decided to come in. I think it's actually when I scheduled to come in first place. So I think I'm actually on strategy. And I decided to put on the super softs again. You can see I was kind of hesitant to go quite quickly into that braking zone to hit the limiter. And here you can see everyone is, well, most people are staying out, because I think I pitted a little bit early. Here you can see I kind of run Ricardo wide. Yeah, the AI react quite, I don't know, non-aggressive, I guess. Here you can see on lap 15, after I've made my pit stop, I'm on a lot much more fresher tyres than everyone ahead of me, so I'm basically just catching them. And here I think I'm going to try and like get the weather report up, but because I'm on a corner, my thumb's doing something else. So I try and do it now on the straight, I believe. There we go.
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
Because I believe on the weather report there was rain meant to be due later on in the race, so I was kind of wondering like if I was pit next, like what tyre should I bother going on. Here you can see I'm a lot quicker than Vettel, and I get DRS on him, and it's just a simple overtake. I have got the AI difficulty on hard at the moment, so I'm considering bumping them up a little bit because, I don't know, I found it a little easy to race against them, so I'm considering putting them up one again. Here you can see lap 16, I've actually caught up with Raikkonen. Like, I'm setting purple sectors as well, so I'm definitely on for catching up with the leaders again. And here, like, you notice, like, I gave him a lot of room to go side by side with me there, and he just kind of backed off. It might be the difficulty that I've set, and you can see by the time I've got to lap 18, I've caught back up to Rosberg. Like, he's still on the same soft tyres, and I've pitted from ahead of him, come up behind him again with new tyres, and I've just outpaced him. Which is kind of odd because I am in a Force India at the end of the day. And here we get the DRS. I kind of delayed putting on the DRS then. I think I just lost concentration. So I didn't fully commit. I kind of broke early because I wasn't sure what Rosberg was going to do. But I had DRS for the next corner, so I knew I was a lot closer to him this time, so I knew I was more confident going in. We skip ahead to lap 22, and you can see there were yellow flags just behind me, and suddenly Nico was out of the race. I have no idea why, but he must have had an engine failure of some sort. Yeah, lap 26, I decided to come into the pits. I've done about 13 laps on each sets of Supersoft. And there we see Fernando Alonso right ahead of us has had an engine failure. And the safety car is out just as I'd done my pit already, so that was brutally annoying. I go to pass Kvyat and then I think to myself, no overtaking, so I didn't know if I was allowed to overtake Kvyat. I know technically it wasn't for a place, so I probably would have been fine. But yeah, Kvyat makes a ridiculous move on the inside of the safety car then, but yeah. But yeah, we end up behind the safety car for about 3 laps, I think. And it's kind of not working to my favour. Because I did have a substantial lead, and basically it's just gone now. And yeah, here you can see I've been put on the limiter on lap 35. And it's just basically to bunch up the pack, but it's kind of frustrating not being able to go full speed. Now the limiter's off, it takes me by surprise, so I kind of stop and I try and bunch them up right on this corner, so I brake a little harder than I should have, and then I just break away then.
Green flag, we're racing again.
On the soft tyre, I know I've got to go longer, so I know I need to do more tyre management, but as you saw, I did go onto the rich mixture just to get away from the pack.
They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
There, Raikkonen, you heard, Raikkonen was having a problem and he dropped behind. But yeah, now at this point, like I've started going into like tyre saving mode. Unfortunately, Vettel seems to be going a lot quicker than me, so he keeps on like trying to pass me and unlap himself, which kind of frustrates me because I get a little competitive and try and come back at him, and my tyre wear goes through the window then, or out of the window. Yeah, I keep on asking about weather because like it's getting close to the end where I think it was scheduled to rain. So I wasn't too sure, like, should I like hold on, like try and save these tyres as much. As you can see here, I keep on going very wide on this last corner, or last but one, sorry. And Vettel keeps on catching me. Even though he lets me past here because he has to. And then I think he's still got DRS, but yeah. I lose a lot of time just through like hassling with him. As you can see, like I haven't got that much tyre wear, but I am kind of struggling. I think it's because the track temperature may have started to drop. I pull away from him and then I actually come straight into the pits then on, like, I come in with 8 laps to go, and then like he comes up with this message saying, "Are you alright there?" I don't know what that was all about. Didn't think I made a mistake, but whatever. But yeah, basically the strategy was just to get on the super softs and just go absolutely like baller quick, like towards the end of the race. And as you can see here, I start setting purple times, the fastest laps of the race, and I'm good 25 seconds ahead of Ricardo, so it's pretty much an easy win, which is why I kind of want to up the difficulty a bit. I found it a little too easy, even though I did have a bit of trouble getting through the pack at some points, but apart from that, I think it was a relatively easy job. As you can see, I'm just catching these back markers just so easily, kind of ruining their day because obviously they think they still have another lap to race. And these are for like quite big points as well, 6th and 7th. And then I just dart on the inside of Massa and then basically screw them over a little bit, just for a little laugh. And yeah, not a difficult win, quite easy, so I'm definitely going to put up the difficulty.
It's time to present the top drivers with their trophies for today's Grand Prix.
But yeah, not every day you see a Force India on the podium, especially on the top spot, but you know, it's possible. As you can see, my teammate Sergio Perez in 8th place for a Force India's. It's pretty good, to be honest.
He was in another league for me today. Really impressive.
Yeah, something I'm impressed with is Anthony Davis's analysis at the end. Like, he always has like a favourite driver of the weekend. I quite like that. It's quite clever. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.